Do, 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 do,
Do,
do,
do,
do,
do, do,
do, do, do,
do,
do,
do,
do,
do,
do.
do.
Welcome back to another Smack Talk. As you can
You're a
tell
wizard,
by the
Harry.
yeah, there you go, gave it away.
Sorry, I had
So
to.
we're continuing with the whole cinematic exploration. Uh, and now we're going into the wizarding world of Harry Potter.
All through the first 8 movies.
7 books, 8 movies.
Yep. We
Okay.
just didn't want to make a movie that was 6 hours long because, why? Why would we do that?
I'm not
Not
gonna
the,
lie, I would not have sat there for 6 hours. Sorry, no.
bro, I
No,
did.
I
I
love
did.
them, but no.
I
You
did. The release of the eighth one, I went and I saw a double feature release that started at like 6 p.m. and didn't get done until like 1. Or I wasn't home until 1. And I was like,
why? Why would you
because
do
dude, I
that?
was my girlfriend at the time was like, hey, let's go. And I was like, all right, let's go.
I know exactly who that was.
Yes, you do. Oh, wow. But yeah,
That is
it
not
was
what
like
we're.
it was like
Okay, Harry Potter's good, but it's not like
yeah,
that. I'm sorry for you
yeah.
Potterheads. Like,
I
I'm
mean
gonna disagree with you there.
Harry Potter's pretty slap. Not gonna cap. I'm definitely like you have to watch 3 and beyond. That's when it's good. 1 and 2 are they're
Uh
good, but
yes, but they lay the foundation.
yeah, they lay the foundation. Like especially as far as like the cinematography goes, 3 is when it starts getting real good. One and
Well,
two are good,
okay.
but they're very classical style of like cinematography, where the
Well,
newer ones are more like
I
CGI,
I would
look
say
look better.
yeah. Well, I would say this. So, and I've had this conversation with people before, and I had this conversation with my parents. My entire family. They're all huge Harry Potter fans, and like I said, I enjoy it.
They should.
Yeah, but so after movie number 3 is when it gets dark.
Yeah,
That's what I was saying. So starting with movie 4, I'm gonna say it right now, movie 4 is the worst movie. I hate that movie. I hate number 4. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't like Goblet of Fire. I dislike it. I I really hate it. Okay.
brother,
Yeah, I came out swinging. I came out swinging.
brother.
Okay.
That's no, 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 no,
I didn't
no,
even prepare you
no,
for
no,
this.
no,
This is
no,
a
no.
hot take. Hot take on the mic.
No, no, no.
Okay. Number
Four
4
is
is the worst.
probably
Number 4 is the worst. It's the worst.
what?
Okay.
No,
It's the worst. I
no.
don't
It's
like
probably one
it.
of the best,
Okay.
dude. It's definitely one of
No,
the
I don't
best.
like it at all.
Triwizard
I will
Tournament,
wait.
bruh,
I like the concept.
bruh.
I don't like the execution. Okay. I like the concept. I don't like the execution. And this is what I say. When it's on TV and it's the Harry Potter marathon, when number 4 comes on, I find something else to do. Okay.
Dude, you could
I
find
will
something
skip
else to
number
do for the
4.
first two, like.
But the first 2 are classics, though. You already said that. The first 2 are fantastic
But like,
classics.
I would rather watch 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 than watch 1, 2. Like
I mean,
four.
I
There's
will
so
I
many things that happen in 4 that are so relative to the plot because that's when you start getting
you just have
into
a
the
crush on Victor
ministry,
Crumb. That's what it is.
bro. Hey, that's everyone in that movie. If you don't like, I don't know what you're talking about. What movie you're watching, dude? Me and Ron are sitting there like Victor. We're at the Quidditch Cup. Having
I
a
know
good
where you're
time.
at. I know where you're at, brother.
And then the Death Eaters just show up and be like, oh, let's burn this place down, let's put the marking in the sky, and then you know
Yeah. Um, I would. I don't know. I don't know what it is about it. I guess
plus
it's
plus
like,
you get to see the relationship with what's her name, Cho, right? You get to see
but
that
I
kind
don't
of
like Cho.
kinder.
I don't like Cho. I don't. Just that heads up. I'm changing my background because it's bothering the crap out of me. Um, Yeah. Uh, I don't like Cho.
Really?
I think she plays Harry, and then I think she uses Cedric's death to get whatever she wants. I don't like her.
I didn't even
Um,
think about that.
she yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. And then she strings Harry along when clearly Harry and Ginny got the hots for each other, but don't do anything because it's Ron's sister. Even when all the other Weasley family members can tell and are all like, all right, let's go, come on. Um, and she always shows up and like pulls him back into her trap whenever she wants, and I don't like it. I don't like it, and it bothers me that she's supposed to be a year ahead of him, but yet somehow she gets held back. Okay, it's never explained. It never explains that. Okay, like
What?
it
I
never
didn't
explains
even
it.
know that.
I didn't know that until a couple years ago when my mom said, "You know, she's supposed to be a year ahead of him, right?" And I was like, "I do now."
What?
Yeah, no,
So
I don't like Cho.
basically, that kind of just ruined show for me. What do you mean?
Like, I don't like
It's
Cho.
like,
Okay,
I mean, when you think about it, yeah, she does kind of do that, but I feel like if that
she's a
didn't happen,
manipulative
though,
bitch.
you wouldn't see Harry with Jenny, even though the Hots was going. But I think if Harry would have just gone straight into that, I think he would have definitely had more backlash with Ron than he did, and that could
Well, it
have really
also
hurt the
helps.
friendship and everything. So
It also helps that they officially got together after him and Hermione officially got together. So like Ron was like, I got Hermione. Like,
whoa.
yeah. So I mean that plays a role. But yeah, no, I don't like Cho. And speaking of Ginny, Ginny's awesome, but annoyed the crap out of me in the second movie.
That's when
Which
she
I
goes,
know it's not her fault. I
Harry,
know it's not her
Harry,
fault.
it's
But
Harry
like
Potter. Oh my god. You're like, okay. And
like I know it's not her fault that all that stuff happened, but at the same time, it's like you did it.
like why would
But
you be doing that shit? Like, come
I
on.
I don't know. I feel bad for Ginny because she was in an emotionally abusive relationship with Dean. It was pretty obvious. Like they hinted at that multiple times.
Yeah.
Are you not like? Did you not use your English analyzation skills that you learned in
It's like,
at Bradley? Like, did you not catch on to that? She always
no.
enters the room late and crying.
Yeah.
And they always said, "Oh, her and Dean must be fighting again." Well, yeah, then
Yeah.
he's emotionally abusive,
Yeah.
verbally abusive. Um, so that kind of frustrated me that nothing happened to him.
Hey, but that doesn't matter because now Jenny's with Harry. And they
She's
had like
hey,
two good kids. Two kids, right?
they had three.
Three kids. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
and the boy's name is Albus
Severus
Severus.
Potter. Love it.
Dude, Albus Severus Potter, come here.
That sound yeah, that literally sounds like, hey, I kind of hate my kid's life, but here you go. And you're like, oh, okay. Oh, thanks, Dad. Like Albus. I don't like I just feel like that's one of those names like you don't really hear a whole lot. But like it makes
Albus.
sense like on the name because it's like Albus
How many
Severus,
British people do you know that are named Severus?
like none.
Yeah.
I also don't know that many British people, so like I don't even know where I'm talking from. So
I mean, think about all the names and how all the adults have really unique names, and then all the kids, like Ron, Harry. I guess Draco's not common, but
I mean, it depends.
Fred, George, Percy. Like, think about how
It's like
common these names
I
are.
feel like those are like the common names for any kind of like children's book. Like I
Yeah,
bet if you pulled out a children's book, one of those names in that book is used in Harry Potter as a kid's name.
fair. Okay, but to get back on track with my bombshell of number 4 is the worst one. What would you put as the worst one?
The worst one, in my opinion, has to be. Well, I'd say I'm gonna go with Oh, I'm gonna say 2.
I'm gonna say 2 and Chamber
Actually,
of
no, I'm gonna
Secrets.
say 1, and
You
then
can't
2 is
say
slightly above that.
1. You can't say
That's true.
one's the
Probably
worst
can't
one.
really
They
say
built
that
everything
because that,
off
yeah.
of
All
1.
right, so 2 is bottom of the list. Then we go 1.
And Ron sacrificed himself in
That's
Wizard's
true.
Chess
That's true.
in
I
number
guess I just
1.
really didn't like the ending a whole lot because
It's
it's
the
just like,
slowest. It's the
yeah, it's the
slowest.
most draggiest movie. The second one gets better, but then the third one I feel like is like where that pace is really set to where it's kind of like constant action, but not really, you know.
Yeah, it's getting there. Yeah, the first two are definitely much slower, introduce you to everything, kind of more of the folklore, the background of Hogwarts. And then the third one, obviously, with his godfather breaking out of wizard jail.
No, he
Uh,
did that.
yeah. So yeah, no, I would agree with that. And then we could just skip over 4 because it's trash and doesn't mean anything.
Dude, what do you
Uh,
mean? I get 4s on the bottom for you, but like nah.
well, what's the best for you
All
then?
right, the best one though, it's probably still not 4. If we're being honest. I don't know. I'd say 4 is kind of up there. I'd say it's probably a 2 or 3 spot, but I'd say
You're just saying this
most
to piss me
iconic
off
would be
now.
3. I'd be
Most
3.
iconic or the best one? Okay,
I'd
3.
say 3.
Okay.
All right,
Um,
no, nope. 8, 8,
8.
8, and 7,
I
possibly. I just
uh.
like wait. I'm pretty sure 7's the slow one, and then 8 is when they have all the battles and stuff, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
7 is very slow.
yeah. 7 is number 3 on that list of from the worst, and then it's definitely 8
Okay,
as
I'm
probably
gonna
my
hit you with
top
this.
one.
Ready? The best one is also the saddest one. The best one is the Order of the Phoenix, number 5. Okay.
Why?
It is also the saddest, but it is the best.
Let's buy the club. Why you gotta do
Okay.
that?
Rest in peace, serious. Why
Black
so
family.
serious?
Wait, isn't Sirius was the last living black relative, right?
Technically, Lestrange is a black.
Yeah, that is right.
Bellatrix Lestrange, but then she gets exploded by Miss Weasley.
He's like, yo, how dare you talk to my daughter? Oh,
That's the best line in the whole series. Not
like,
my daughter, you bitch.
and I'm like, it's Weasley, you just used the B
So, Weasley, you're not supposed to cuss.
Damn, I don't think you can say that.
Mom, you're not supposed to talk like that.
Could you imagine hearing Ron just be like, Mom, you just said bitch and you won't let me say bitch.
No, but I think 5 is the best. It's also the saddest. I don't know. It's so good. I would say a close Prisoner of Azkaban, really, really good.
Yeah.
I really enjoy that one. And then Half-Blood Prince, I think, is very iconic in that series to give you like elude the entire background. But I would also say it's one of the creepiest.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I'm kind of going on 6 real quick. See, 6 for me kind of just sits kind of in the middle. I feel like it's an all right movie. You know, you kind of get to see more of like the Horcrux and how all that plays into
How it
Voldemort
works
and all that.
Yeah.
Which like is definitely needed. And then, you know, spoiler alert, like mute your mic for the next 3 seconds. Dumbledore dies. But like, yeah.
But who kills him? Not Voldemort.
I know.
Voldemort
right?
doesn't kill him. Draco?
No.
Doesn't have balls.
Yeah, Draco's a little butt boy. Loser.
No, I would say I think the way that number 6 ended is why it's so good.
Yeah.
Overall. But I would also say that I do think it has the creepiest scene ever in the series when they're getting the Horcrux. When
Which one?
when he's
Oh,
feeding
the
Dumbledore
water.
and then he has to go
Like
get the water and it doesn't take it, so he has to go down to the pond, and once he touches the water, like all of those like uh,
zombie things start crawling out, and you're like,
it's sorry,
hey.
to this
Mm-mm.
day I will
I'm,
jump every time
nope,
that thing
nope.
happens.
I'm good. I'm good. I gotta go. Gotta go.
That's by far the creepiest scene.
Yeah, I definitely agree
Uh,
with that. As I think out of like all of the Harry Potters, that's probably definitely one of the creepiest scenes there.
yeah, but I will say 7 and 8 are like super dark.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I kind of like them though. Like seven's very slow, but like you have to watch seven to understand
And
eight.
8, yeah,
So
but
like
they
I
are like
understand that.
super dark. Like
Yeah.
that's what it's like. 6 leads it up for that, and then 7, 8, they're just like boom, like
You're like, wow, you really realize kind of like what's actually going on in their world, and you're like, holy shit, like everyone's dying, like a whole like black masked people are coming in and like killing everyone and kind of trying to take over, but like everything relies on this one school and this one student
well,
to
let's
save them
branch off
all.
of that, right? Let's branch off of that. So this whole battle was like centralized around Hogwarts and like the English school.
Yeah,
What about the other schools? Like Dumbledore is not just, or not Dumbledore, sorry. Voldemort's not just a bad guy for the wizarding world of England, right? Like it's the
yeah,
entire wizarding world. So like, what about all these other schools? Like that's one thing that's always interested me and always made me think, what's going on here? Because we know there's a school in Germany, we know there's a school in France, we know from the Fantastic Beasts that there's a school in the US.
America.
Right? So like I would want to know a little bit more background on these
Yeah,
schools, right? Like I would
yeah,
love for
and I
more
mean
movies
they
like
could
Fantastic
definitely.
Beasts.
Yeah, and I haven't really actually seen all the Fantastic Beasts. I saw the first one and I thought it was really good.
I really like
Um,
them. I do.
I definitely need to probably rewatch it, and then there's a second one. And then
Yes,
what
there's a
came out the
second
third
one and
one?
a third one comes out, I think, next year. I think it was
Okay,
supposed to be this year, but COVID pushed it back.
yeah, because
But
I
there's no
mean,
Johnny Depp because they got
who-
rid of him because of Amber Heard.
yeah,
Don't get me started on that.
such a good actor,
Are
such a
you
good
coming back to say
project.
hi? But no, I would love to see like a short little trilogy on the French school or the
Yeah,
German school, which obviously
the
that
Russian
means Jake.
school, the
Yeah,
everywhere.
we can leave them in the gulags. We don't need them. They can go. But that would mean that J.K. Rowling would have to write more stories.
Yeah,
So
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, we saw the Star Wars series kind of take off a little bit.
hey, you want to get into
Without,
that? I saw your note about
yeah,
comparing
yeah.
Harry Potter to Star
We're
Wars.
there. So I mean, if you look at it, tell me that Star Wars, or tell me that Harry Potter is not just Star Wars with different lightsabers.
With different technology.
Yeah.
I mean, because you're saying there's a good side and a bad side. Is that where
Not
you're getting at?
not necessarily good and bad. Yeah, that's definitely a factor in it. But what I was thinking more of is how the main character is an orphaned child who like
Oh
doesn't
God, you're
really get
going
to hear
deep
a
into
whole
this.
lot about his parents. Only difference is like, Harry's dad isn't his worst enemy. Um,
I was gonna say the one that's trying to kill him.
yeah. But I mean, in a
Don't leave that
sense,
part out.
yeah, that's a good major
Not
part, I guess.
important.
But like other than that though, it's kind of similar. Like Harry falls in love with his like so-called sister slash best friend and
Let's
Hermione,
say, wait, hold up, what?
and then
Ooh, real quick
but
sidebar.
she ends up being with Ron, which also happens
Oh
with
my god, I hate
Leia and
you.
Han.
I hate you now. I'm
So
not gonna be able to see this any other way.
did I do it?
But Han doesn't have a sister,
Yeah, Han doesn't. So I mean,
so it's not the same.
it's not the same. It's like little things are
And Luke
changed,
doesn't end
but
up with
it's almost
Chewie,
like this.
so
Hey, you don't know that. You don't know what they be doing in that Millennium Falcon. Chewie.
so what you're telling me is that we need a Harry Potter 9, 10, 11 to see if Hermione and Ron's kid becomes the next Voldemort.
Yeah.
That's what you're telling me.
Yeah. Exactly. But you know, he's gonna be trained by the best wizard in the world, Mr. Harry Potter. Well,
Harry doesn't
so-called
work at the
best.
school.
He doesn't have to. He's still gonna just teach him on the side because that's what
Sidebar.
happened with Kylo. So I mean, hey.
That's stretching a little bit.
Tell,
But the
tell
whole
me,
main
tell me I'm
the-
not wrong though. Tell me I'm not wrong though. There's
You're
a
not
lot of
complete-
correlation here.
You're not completely wrong, but you're not completely right. Okay. I'll give
J.K.
you
Rowling
that.
just took the formula.
I don't like
cycled,
how
and
this is
reused
like.
it. But like, it's also a great, like,
Mm.
it's a great series. So I mean,
God, and both bad guys are bald and want to kill one person.
yeah. I mean, oh wait, whoa, whoa. New theory here. Ready for
Oh
this?
Lord, no,
Harry's
I'm
dad
not.
isn't actually Harry's dad. Voldemort is Harry's dad. He found out that Miss Potter was pregnant and went, nope, gotta kill off the offspring or whatever. But that fails, so Voldemort could be Harry's dad because he leaves the curse. So what if that curse is only created when a father tries to kill his son?
Okay, now you're you're stretching really hard.
Yeah,
now.
that's pretty far.
That is a far reach of please listen.
Listen. Listen. Hey, listen.
But the more I think about it, so like, is it just me or does Voldemort look like General Grievous from Star Wars? Like,
yeah.
The more I think about it,
The face is kind of similar. The only thing that changes is the forearms, really.
yeah.
Like
Okay,
skin tone's the same.
To go back to the three amigos, okay, the three amigos.
Yeah.
How would you feel? Because I am very strong about this, and I argue with my brother on purpose to do it.
Yeah.
I'll fully admit that, and I'll argue to my mother about it as well because they are both like, "No, that's not how it is." And I was like, "But that's how it should be." I wish that Hermione and Harry ended up together.
No, I mean, yeah, you could argue for it. And I like, you can see how you could argue for it. I think at one point in the series, there's like a turning point where it's like, oh, we're not like, well, there's not really even a turning point. You just kind of figure that out at some point, because I think pretty much leading up to the 8th movie, where you start seeing the chemistry kind of kindle between Hermione and Ron, you kind of think that Harry's gonna pull out with Hermione at the end.
Well,
At least
Ron
I
did
thought so.
ditch him. I mean, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. So right there, that was when I was like, oh my god, Ron's gone. They're together, stranded. They're gonna fall in love, and then yeah, that gets shot down. Ron shows back up, breaks the household. Like, Ron is such like a home wrecker for ruining the hopes of that. Like, dude,
Oh man.
he comes back and he's like, oh, well, you two were talking about me, blah blah blah, because he's carrying the locket for too long. So he starts like hallucinating Harry and Hermione being together and like always have been together, but you know, that's Ron's true love right there. So
you can find a different one.
But I mean, I can see where you're coming from now.
I mean, I don't know. I just
But
I
like at the
just
end, like it kind of makes sense because it's like, why would you keep bringing Ginny around in the series if there's no
we
like
don't know what the
actual?
Weasleys do.
Whoa,
I
whoa,
just dropped 3 hot takes.
whoa.
Number 4 is the worst movie of the 8.
Yeah.
Harry and Hermione should be together, and maybe the Weasleys are not as pure as we thought.
Are, are they purebloods? Well,
Yeah,
the
they are.
kids are, yeah.
Yeah, they are.
But are the parents? That's the question.
I think you have to be.
Well, no, because Hermione's a Muggle born. She's a mudblood.
Oh, because both of her parents
Parents
are
are,
muggles.
yeah, they're not magic.
So yeah, so Harry's a half-blood.
Mm-mm.
He's a pureblood?
Yeah, both of his parents are because they met at Hogwarts.
True, sorry. Forgot about that. I thought he was a half-blood for some reason.
No.
I'd have to I don't know. The half-blood Prince Snape.
But yeah, because one of Snape's parents is a Muggle born, the other one is a wizard. Or one is a Muggle, one is a wizard. Can you imagine that relationship though? Like, oh, my significant other is a magician slash.
He does magic for his livelihood is magic. He's so good at it. He makes this look so realistic. How could
You
you
walk
do
in and
that?
everything doing like its own task. Someone's
That's what
like
I was just gonna
making
say.
dinner and
How's
like
your
what?
house so clean every time?
He's just like, what? I don't know. It's
It makes me
I don't
think
know
of
what
the
to tell you.
Phantasmic scene
Yeah.
with Mickey. It's like
Bro, it's so like that'd be sweet. That would be the one thing I wish. Like if you could either be magic or have a superpower, bro, I'm taking magic.
well, I guess your magic could be your superpower. So
Yeah.
it's like a loophole question.
Ooh. I just
Because
don't know.
are
What's
you
this
gonna take
loophole?
magic or a superpower? Well, my magic could be my superpower, so therefore I'm gonna take magic.
But it also could be your kryptonite. Actually,
Fair,
I
maybe.
don't know if there's not really a negative side to magic besides like the dark magic and like soul bonding and stuff like that. At
Yeah.
least from like what the movies talk about.
All that stuff is creepy.
Mhm.
Like,
Which brings up the question: do you think magic is real, or
I don't
was
know
it real?
if so, clearly I don't know about it if it's real or not. Like
Yeah.
that's a question. What did they make Harry Potter because it's real and we don't know? Like
I mean, one could almost argue that it is real to an extent. Like, what if, I mean, everyone knows that like a lot of the water that you drink in the city is contaminated with not contaminated, but like it's cleaned with chemicals, stuff like that. So, like, what's to say that and processed foods and all that stuff doesn't have something in it that's hindering people's um like magic slash whatever abilities, you know?
yeah, I mean, I guess you could. I don't know. I just feel like
Especially with
I'm
like
just
smartphones though, right now, I feel like it's kind of hard to say like, oh, this is real because I feel like someone would have gotten a video of it somewhere somehow.
yeah, yet we still have a discussion about Bigfoot.
That is true.
Imagine this Bigfoot in the wizarding world of Harry Potter.
I mean, kind of a thing though, because like
Maybe
they have
that's why.
giants.
Maybe that's why we haven't seen it.
Maybe it's just a split dimension and they're able
Ready?
to
Ready?
like travel in and out of time.
England has giants, right? The
Yeah.
US school has Bigfoot.
Yeah. What if that it's just literally like a translation issue kind of thing, like
Why
how
not?
they say chips as French fries, and we say fries.
I love that that's what you use as the trick.
I mean, there's so many other things I could use. You could
I
say
know.
aluminum foil, aluminium.
You,
Like,
you could have used so many different options and you chose chips versus French fries.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's the main one that I can think of. You have like bonnet and hood on a car. Um,
We call it a
what else?
bonnet on the car. That's so weird.
Yeah, the front hood is a bonnet. Under the
No, it's a
bonnet.
hood.
In America, yeah, we say hood.
It's a hood.
'Cause- yeah.
This is America. Say it right.
America.
Which brings me to again. I would love to see. So I know that like the Fantastic Beasts is like trying to like it's introducing us to the US as well, but now we're gonna get back into like a background story of Dumbledore. Um I would love for a spin-off series of the US. I would love to see what they would do with that.
Yeah. I mean, I think it would be cool to maybe don't even need to do like a whole spin-off of it, but or actually you probably could, like, what if you did something kind of like the Kingsman, how they bring the
That's
US into it. Like, what if, I mean, they kind of have done that with the Fantastic Beast in the first
they've
one.
just talked about it, right?
Yeah,
They
they just
haven't
kind of
actually
talk
like
about it. You don't get to like get
shown
into it,
anything.
um so what if something comes up and then they have to bring the US school into it? I think that'd be really cool. Or not necessarily just the US, but what if it's like all the other schools, like the French school,
Yeah.
and like what if it's like a Triwizard tournament but with all the
With
major
four
like
schools.
schools,
The quad wizard tournament, which is basically what happens in the Goblet of Fire.
uh,
That still bugs me. How the crap? Okay. It's Triwizard. There's supposed to be
yeah.
one from each school. So how is it even possible for there to be a fourth one?
Well, you see, so there was a enchantment put on the like Harry's like name, that the what's his name? Crumb,
Yeah.
his son, put in there because he was working for Voldemort to get him
No,
to.
no, not Crumb. I know who you're talking about though.
Yeah,
Victor
no.
Crumb is the
Oh no, yeah, not Crumb.
it's like Crumb, but I know what you're saying. The like judge.
Yeah,
He's
he's
like a
like the
judge
judge of the tournament.
and he actually ends up dead.
Yeah, he gets killed by his son. Yeah,
The Death
sad
Eater.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
sad
I know who
stuff.
you're talking about.
But yeah, so he basically puts an enchantment on the paper that allows for it to like get kicked back out, or the enchantment was already put on the goblet that allowed it to come out as a fourth one. But how it got in there, since they had that ring around it
I
that
get that.
stopped, like he walked through
Yeah,
and
I get
was
that.
above age. So
It just bothers me.
yeah.
Trey
But
Wizard. You didn't even change the name. It's the Quad Wizard.
But like they should have had a rule, only three. The first three names pulled, you're in,
For
instead of having that
real.
like write in at the end where it's like, oh, if a fourth name is drawn, you're in. And it's like,
It's like no, 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 no,
it just
no.
makes no sense.
So since we're on the topic of the fourth one, we already said what our favorite was, like what we'd rate number one.
Yep.
1 through 8. What is your sequence?
My sequence. Ooh, okay, that's tough. I'm gonna go from least to best because
Okay.
that's probably gonna be the only way it's gonna come out somewhat decent.
So you're gonna say 2, then 1.
Yep, 2, 1. And then I think I'm gonna go 5, even though I don't want to go 5.
Disappointing.
Actually, let's do this. We're gonna go 6.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 6, 5, 4, 3, 8.
Or 7.
7 was number 3.
The 7's 3.
Yeah, 7-3. 8 is like, yeah.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
The
Ruin it.
best one. The
Ruin it.
best one is Order of the Phoenix.
Okay, yeah.
Best one's Order of the Phoenix.
Once you
Second
get past the
best,
first two, it's so hard to choose for me.
Prisoner of Azkaban.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, number 2 is number 3. Number 3, third best. I'd probably say the 8th one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see that.
Fourth best is the first one. The first one's the fourth best. Fifth,
Okay.
I would say Half-Blood Prince. 6 is Chamber of Secrets.
7.
7 is 7. I don't like 7. I thought it was
Okay.
too slow.
It's very slow. Yeah, that's why that one's like the third worst for me.
Yeah, like I could swap 2 and 7 really, if we're being completely honest, because 2 I'm not a huge fan of, but and by far bottom of the trash barrel is number 4. Don't recommend watching it. It's terrible.
Well, Nick, not everyone agrees with your opinion. You know what I gotta say?
I very politely disagree.
I have to counter your offer.
Well, I just think that's a dumbass opinion.
Well, I just think you're a fucking dumbass. All right, have a nice day.
What is it from one of the Nick Fury? I recognize the council has an opinion, but since it's a stupid ass opinion,
I'm
we're gonna have to get into that one next. We can
All right,
figure that
guys.
out later. We can figure that out later.
In. Let us know if you like what we do here with the movies. You know, it's kind of slow in sports, and if we talked about basketball, it would be mayhem 24/7, and we do this once a week, so kind of hard to get like 100 plus games.
Oh god, it's a lot.
Yeah,
so
it's too much for us. All right,
so give us some, we'll probably break up some Marvel and do that next, but give some of your opinions. Maybe we'll do a Back to the Future, who knows. But give us some opinions on on any show or TV series or movie trilogy, whatnot, and we'll see if we can make it work. But for now, just remember, Goblet of Fire sucks.
Bro, come on.
Got him.
We gotta do dirty like that.
Peace. Who they gonna beat them?
Who Dey Nation, baby. Let's go. We go to the Super Bowl, baby. Let's get it.